Hello Cyberji, my name is Ubiji. Welcome to Click Mind. Do you often cancel social gatherings due to the unpleasant feeling? Do you constantly fear being judged by others when giving a speech? Or do you just sit alone and feel nervous and awkward at the party? If these statements describe you, people might think you are a wallflower. They might be wrong if the thought of social situations make your palms sweat and unpleasant. This could be the sign of social anxiety disorder. So, how can you tell if you are having social anxiety disorder more than just shyness? In this video, we will bring home the signs of social anxiety disorder. But before we jump into that, if you're new to this channel and you're interested to promoting the awareness about mental health, please consider to subscribe our channel and be part of us. Now let's get into the topic. Cyberji. Many people think that social anxiety disorder is just another name for being extremely shy because they share a lot of the same symptoms. But shyness and social anxiety are different. Shyness is a personality trait, and people who are shy don't see it as negative things. They tend to be more quiet and reserved. They gradually come out of the shell when they know you better. On the other hand, social anxiety is classified as a significant amount of persistent fear or anxiety of social situations, in which the individual may be scrutinized by others, and they endure it with a high level of distress. In the nutshell, shyness is manageable, but people with anxiety disorder impair their ability to function and make it difficult for them to do what they need to do in their social lives. Here are 5 signs it might be social anxiety disorder. You often have an inner monologue that others will give you negative evaluation. Are you afraid of being judged and evaluated by others? Well, it's totally normal to feel nervous in some social situations, like the feeling of butterflies in the stomach on your first date. However, people with social anxiety are subconscious in everyday social situations. They are constantly looking out for negative judgment, embarrassment, rejection, or humiliation. These worries can make them experience intense stress like their heart was in their mouth. Avoidant behaviors in social situations. At the social gathering, do you only stick to a safe friend? Or just hide in the restroom when your friend wanders off? Or you just leave very early? Well, if you are socially anxious, almost any social situation can create the urge to run. Individuals with social anxiety will avoid public situation settings like going to social gatherings, eating in front of others, entering rooms, or speaking in public that they think are a social danger for being evaluated or scrutinized by others. If you are socially anxious, you have felt the unpleasant sensations that arise in those public situation settings, and the easiest way to get rid of the unpleasant sensations is to avoid those situations to help you not to feel anxiety in the short term. But if avoidance or escape are not possible, they may try to be in safety mode to protect them from social dangers like sticking with a safe friend, keeping quiet, or you just carefully choose a seat in the class not to be noticed. They fear that they will show anxiety physical symptoms that may be negatively evaluated by others. People with social anxiety not only have a fearful mind of being embarrassed in certain social situations, but also they have fear of offending others by showing anxiety physical symptoms such as trembling, sweaty palms, dry mouth and throats, also rigid posture. For people with social anxiety, their bodily response can make them more anxious. These physical symptoms can weigh them down to stepping out into society because they constantly worry about how others evaluate them for displaying these noticeable symptoms. You ruminating past interaction you have had. Why did I say that? Did I look awkward? Did he really mean what they were saying? If these thoughts plague you after a social conversation, you might experience post-event rumination. You may spend a lot of time and energy thinking over and over about other people's facial expression and body language. Or you keep replaying your whole past conversation to ensure that you will not embarrass yourself. Post-event rumination is a common experience for people with social anxiety. Even if it is no longer necessary, the overthinking continues to happen. It disturbs and sabotages your life. Do you often have insomnia before meeting your crush? Or have you ever called in sick to work for the sake of avoiding group presentations? Social anxiety can impact your life in many ways. With the constant thoughts of negative judgments from others, you may even be afraid to do well to avoid drawing attention because it can create a lot of anxiety for you. Yes, your social anxiety can sabotage your life from many opportunities in life. Cyberji, those were 5 signs of social anxiety disorder. To be diagnosed with social anxiety disorder, the fear, anxiety, or avoidance is persistent at least for 6 months. This video content is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice. So, if you or anyone you know resonates with those signs, we encourage you to seek out professional medical advice. Thank you for watching and see you in the next topic.